Oh, this feels weird. My camera's like all wonky. So I feel like this day has been in the process for a long time. I'm trying to see if I have something written down in my notes. I can't remember if I wrote things down in notes, my phone, or if I wrote them actually physically. You know what? I don't think I need it. So welcome back to the channel. So quick disclaimer for anybody watching. This video is going to be a long talking video. It's not going to be that entertaining to watch. If you guys are looking for something entertaining, just click off this video and find something else. I'm just going to sit here and talk about what I've been up to and what kind of happened of me falling out of YouTube. So if you're looking for something entertaining, stay tuned for the next few videos. If you want to stay and watch, stay and watch. I appreciate everybody who will stay and watch and listen to my boring excuses. And before we continue this video, guys, I want you guys to leave a comment on what you guys are up to now, and let me know what you guys have been doing during this time, because I remember a lot of you guys and I'm genuinely curious to see what everybody's lives have taken them. So leave a comment below, let me know what you're up to, because I'm genuinely curious. So leave a comment below, and every single comment I will reply to, so leave it down below. So I think I've been thinking about it for like the last 2 years of like how I would come back, and I come up with all these crazy ideas how I would, and I think I just come up with these insane ideas that I can execute, but then I just don't have the time, or like I forget about it, or like I can't find the ideas anymore. And so it's gotten to a point where I think I should just get in front of the camera. We'll start fresh. We're gonna start fresh. So when I started this channel, the BMX scene on YouTube wasn't really there. It was, but it wasn't as dragged, and circa 2013 when I posted my first webisode, I think. I'll have to go back and actually look, but it's around that range. 2013, 2014. AdMLZ was doing his webisodes at the time, so was Boker 123 or BQR 123. And everybody was just eating them up, and I loved watching them. It got to the point where I wanted to do it, and prior to that I was just kind of going having fun with my friends, and I would just do kind of like days in the life kind of every single day. I was just doing mini vlogs, and I think it evolved into something a lot more than what I've originally anticipated. I just wanted my friends to be put on a map, and I wanted to have fun riding with my friends. I knew I wasn't going to be the best rider. I knew I wasn't going to be really good. I knew I wasn't going to be a professional. And so I wanted to highlight a lot of my friends who had that potential. A lot of you guys loved Rob when he rode. He crushes it on a bike. Davey, he crushes it on a bike. Kevin, he crushes it on a bike. I just couldn't see myself to be at that level of them. So,
big boy. What up, dude? What's up, man? You guys have the whole gang back here. How's it going?
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good. How's it going, Scotty?
What's happening?
My name's Ryan Needle.
What's your name, Ryan?
Yep. Such a pleasure to meet you.
But I've met a lot of people along the way, and I appreciate all those people. But bottom of the line is, that's what the channel started out as. I just wanted to have fun with my friends. So then around 2015-ish, I got my first paycheck from YouTube. It was $108.31. Around 2015, 2014, 2016, in that time range. But I remember it because I was in high school, and I made money off of posting something online. And I was like, holy crap, I can make money. I can make money online of me and my friends having fun. Sign me up.
There's nothing more I can really say other than thank you guys. Thank you so much for this amazing year.
So in high school, I used to get home around 4 p.m. And immediately, as soon as I got home at 4, I would grab my camera bag, grab my bike, and go out and film. Around 5 p.m. is when I would actually start filming. So from 5 to like 8:30 or 9 is when I'll be filming YouTube videos. And a lot of the time, I'll try to crank out as many videos as I can in one day because, you know, I have school, I have this, I gotta edit, I got a life, I gotta do all of it. I'd edit them from 9 all the way up to like 12 p.m. at night. And I would edit all these videos out. And then I would go to sleep. I'd wake up around, oh God, right before school starts around 7, 8, and then I would go see what video I liked the most. And I would post that for that day. It would be a rinse and repeat cycle, literally my whole entire high school career. You know, of course I took a few days off and did all that. And of course there was a few videos where I had to, but I would go and do it because I thought that was my job. So from 4, when I get home from high school, all the way up till 12 p.m. at night, I'm working. You know, I'm putting in an 8-hour shift and going to school. And then at school, on the bus to school, I would do my homework because that would be like the only time I would be able to do homework. Thank God for study halls because I probably would not have passed high school without them because that gave me that little extra time to think about YouTube videos and to do my homework and all that stuff. And so right out of high school, at the time I was making $600 a month off YouTube, which was not enough to live off of, not enough for me to grow with. And Crank's bike park shut down, so I was kind of screwed. So what I ended up doing was I made an ultimatum on myself. I said, you know, I spent a lot of time in my high school days in study hall researching YouTube algorithms, researching this and that. And I knew I could grow exponentially on YouTube and I could be successful. It was just putting the time to it. So that summer I put the time into it and I put the grind into it and I you know, did my thing. I did my freaking thing. I got millions of views and 100,000 subscribers, you know, doing it for a couple years, and the money started coming in and I loved it. 18 years old, I was making some good money off YouTube. You know, I had a good savings account and all this, and I got so comfortable with getting paid that each month, being so young. And so long story short, what it ended up being is when you get to the top, there is sacrifices to make. You can ask absolutely anybody. If you want to be at the top of your game, you have to make a sacrifice. And unfortunately, me being so young, I came to that realization in, you know, right before my downfall, per se, is that I didn't want to make that sacrifice. You know, that sacrifice for me was, you know, being a YouTuber. Like, I had to genuinely be a YouTuber. I had to be one of those guys who were annoying. I had to cut off friends. I had to cut off girlfriends. I had to stick my head down and grind it out. And me being so young, all my friends are in college. They're drinking, they're having fun, they're doing this and doing that. You know, I didn't want that sacrifice and living out my youth. I didn't want to give up my youth for work. And for me at the time, I could have kept going and grinding, but it was the fact that my youth was more important than the grind. You know, the grind will always be there and I could always come back and do that. But my youth, my friends, you know, time is so precious and I didn't want to waste that. So I stopped posting so often. I stopped with the whole clickbait. I kind of eased out of it and I started enjoying my youth a little bit more, enjoying my life, because you only got your youth once, man. And so in like 2019-ish, 2018-ish, me enjoying my youth, I got into cars, just like every other BMX guy does. And I did a lot with cars and I enjoyed cars a lot. Let's just say that. I built myself a nice little Audi, built myself a nice little GTI that all of you guys have seen me build. And, you know, I was still riding my bike here and there, but it wasn't as apparent. I didn't want to get hurt and risk everything. So along with that, in 2018, instead of putting 80 hours a week into YouTube and getting paid, you know, whatever, I started taking videography more seriously, filmmaking. And I started doing weddings and corporate stuff. And I saw a passion there that I haven't before. You know, being able to film 3 days out of the month and then being able to edit that at my leisure, I loved. You know, it wasn't real strict. I wasn't having to, there wasn't as much pressure shooting weddings and corporate work more professionally like there was with YouTube. With YouTube, it's so much pressure. I mean, I was at the time I was posting, I was like, this video has to get 10,000 views. I went real hard with the wedding stuff for a while, and it was nice, you know, instead of working, you know, 80 hours a week, I'm working 40 like a normal person, and I'm getting paid just the same. So I was like, sign me up. I don't have to put in 80 hours, sign me up. I get to enjoy my youth with my friends now, sign me up. And so that kind of turned into a real slow trickle downfall of my channel. I started putting a lot more time into my more professional videography stuff. And I think what really turned me off of the whole YouTube thing at the time was the fact that the car scene here is dead, and the fact that I didn't want to be an automotive vlogger. That just never was my thing. I would rather not do that. Although it was fun making those couple of car videos, that to me, those couple of car videos was just a test, and I don't think I could have continued them. I think with the right friend group, automotive vloggers and vlogging automotive stuff would have been a good thing for me, but I didn't really have the right friend group for that. My friends are more reserved. They're not really out there, and they're not like that. So in 2019, I took a break from YouTube. And I think what really triggered me just not posting anymore was this one day where I was driving my Mark 6 GTI with my buddies. I wasn't doing anything hood rat. I wasn't doing anything like that. But I got pulled over. And the cop that pulled me over, he thought I was a different car that he saw earlier. A different marshmallow looking car.
I take your car, I impound it, you get a bunch of tickets. Driver's license and registration.
He accused me of doing burnouts, drifting, and all this insane stuff, doing donuts around the intersection.
Reckless driving. Okay.
Reckless.
Oh yeah. It's both misdemeanors, and there's another one I put on there.
And I think once he realized that I wasn't that guy, possibly, he came to the realization that, you know, whatever.
I didn't go over the speed limit though. I stayed on
here.
It's 40.
Okay. Those are not stock mufflers on there, right?
What's that?
Those are not stock mufflers?
They're mufflers, yeah. It's stock, but it has a tip on it.
Okay. Couldn't get a hold of the guy who we deal with towing these things when it comes to racing. Here's all your tickets. Jesus. Your dates are set for the...
Long story short, I walked out of there with a fat ticket. Reckless driving. Endangerment to a public or something. Endangerment to something else. Speeding. And just a couple other things, and running a stop sign, running a red light, illegal turn, long ticket that literally was like, would be the end of my everything. And ended up going to court, and it was a long process. And at the end of the day, what it ended up being was they let me go, but it was God, a 7-month process. And so they let me off the hook, but it was stressful. And so right after that whole ordeal with the cop and the law, I knew I wanted to get back in the YouTube space, and I was right about to. Like, I filmed a couple videos, and then the big C hit. So I couldn't film anymore, and I didn't want to just post those 2 videos and that was it. Sayonara. And I live in New York, so it was quite a bit more restrictions than normal. So the big C hit, and then in 2022, everything kind of returned back to normal. And at the time, a lot of people were also kind of getting married. I was booking up a lot of weddings, and I could not have time to do YouTube anymore because I was just so busy with weddings. And so in late 2022, at the end of the wedding season, I wanted to get in more of the corporate space. I wanted to get more into corporate videos and professional videography. So I got a job over in Liverpool, being a kind of one-man team of a business, a video production business. The business model worked over there was, you know, every videographer needs a sales guy, and not every videographer is good at sales. And so a two-man team, me and a sales guy, and he would give clients to me. I would go film, shoot, edit, export. And so it was a decent business model for the time being. But I think what I kind of realized was I'm not bad with sales. You know, I'm not the best, I'm not good with it, but I can sell my own video production stuff. And I felt like I needed to get back into the realm of things. So I was there for around 6 months, and I realized I can do this myself. I can sell myself. I can proceed with this, and I've got to build my legacy up. So I shortly quit that job in 2023. I think in April. I think February, April. I'm not sure. But I quit that job, and then I started my own corporate production work, where I focused mainly all of my stuff on corporate work. And, you know, in 2023, I had a lot of weddings too. So I did a lot of weddings and a lot of corporate work. And so that leads me to now, where I'm at that ultimatum, because weddings is a seasonal job. You know, I work from, you know, April-ish all the way up till October, and then I'm free all the rest of the months of the year. And so this year I am taking less weddings, less gigs, trying to heavily go more towards corporate, but more heavily into starting up this YouTube channel again. I finally found a clear sense of how many weddings I want to do a year and how many corporate gigs I want to do a year. And I think I want to put my focus back into what I enjoy doing, and that is YouTube. I genuinely enjoy this, and I genuinely think this is my space, and I think that I can grow here really well. To clear up everything, my shortfall wasn't because of laziness. It wasn't really because of, you know, I fell off, which I did. I did fall off, let's be honest. I mean, I don't know if this video is going to hit 500 views. I don't know if it's going to hit 1,000. You know, if this video hits 1,000 views, I would be incredibly stoked. I don't think you understand. And 1,000 views really isn't that much, but to me, that would be incredible. So in today's day and world, what I'm doing nowadays is filmmaking, video production. That's kind of my main gig. I've got a wedding business, and I've got a corporate business. I've got Needle Media and then Needle Media Studios. And I really focus on those things, I guess. That's my main focus. At the end of the day, I think I've got to gravitate towards what I'm best at, and I think what I'm best at is filmmaking and teaching and a little bit of entertaining. And so I'm gonna do that here. So the future of this channel will be camera related videos, filmmaking related videos, wedding videography related videos. You know, I still ride my bike, you know, once in a blue moon. You know, maybe there'll be a return of some bike stuff here and there. I'm not sure. But the future of this channel will be heavily teaching people about filmmaking. And if you guys have any ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments below of what you guys would like to see. I don't think vlogs are going to come back. I think a lot of them are just going to be kind of sitting down like I am here, talking. I'll probably head over to the studio and film stuff there, but I think heavily it will be sitting down, talking about gear, talking about camera stuff, talking about weddings, talking about how to do it, maybe talking about how some business things. I don't know. But we're going to see where it takes me, and I'm excited for it, to say the least. So I guess that's my life in a nutshell the past 6 years. Of course, there's a lot of little things like buying a house with my buddies that was in the mix of things. You know, there's me getting engaged. There's, you know, there's a whole bunch of things that kind of happen in the midst of things. But I think the majority of it is spread out through this video. If you guys want me to talk about anything more in depth, you know, about those little subjects, feel free just to let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer those questions and all that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote for me. I ain't got much more things to say. That's where I've been, and the future of this channel is, like I said, and as far as uploads go, I'm thinking starting off slow. Actually, I don't know. I'm thinking of starting off however I feel. 2 videos a week, maybe 1, maybe 4, maybe 5. I'm not sure. I gotta plan. You know, right below me I got a calendar, and I've got a lot of content I want to film between now and the end of this week. So I'm gonna film all of it and see where it takes me. I think a majority of the future content will depend on the comment section of this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I know I'm gonna lose a lot of subscribers. I know I'm gonna lose a lot of people, you know, not posting BMX stuff anymore or car stuff, but that's just what I want to do, and I want to find that passion in YouTube again, where I don't have to sit in front of a camera to make money. I want to sit in front of a camera because I enjoy it. I want to sit in front of a camera because I enjoy to entertain and teach. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, whenever that will be. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Thank you guys. Yeah. I don't really know how to end these anymore. It's been so long. Like, I don't even know what the algorithm wants. I don't know any of this. I got to research all this junk, but, you know, maybe I'll post this video. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Peace.